Good morning. Today we're going to show you how to set up Qimage so that you've got printer presets or printer setups all ready to go. One click to select it, one click to open it, and everything is set for you. Can't forget anything, can't miss anything. You can change from one to the other. You can do anything you want. Okay, so let's get started. First thing we want to do, first thing on that list in the post is select the printer. Well, right now it says Canon Pro 2000 or 9000 Mark II. I'm going to switch that to my real printer, which is the 2000, like that. Okay, we've selected the printer. Now let's go into Properties and select Paper Type. Okay, I like my luster paper, so I'm going to say Photo Paper Ultra Premium Luster. I'm set on color as opposed to black and white. And the quality, go into quality options. Don't be afraid of it. Okay, you see here, this is your output. So I want it to be the highest output, the best I can get. Super photo. Okay, and if you get a chance, stick a check mark in finest detail. I don't need it on this printer because it's always on finest detail. So we'll just say okay on this box like that. And now let's go to the color part. Which kind of a color do you want to use? Vivid, or you want to adjust those sliders yourself and fool with that? I don't think you want to do that, but anyway, you can if you want to. But I use profile, so I'm going to go in here and say off. I don't want my printer driver meddling with my color. Okay, source, sheet, roll, whatever you like here. So I use sheet paper. That's going to stay there. Okay, now if you go to user defined like that, here you could set up if you have odd size paper. A lot of people buy the ends of rolls and things like that, so you could set up any size you want within the limits of the carriage, of course. And if you have roll paper, you set up the width of the roll, the length of the print, you're all set there too. Okay, so that pretty much covers this part of the printer driver setup anyway. So we'll kind of say okay on all this stuff, and we'll say okay on all this stuff, and you see the printer has changed to R2000, and we have a vertical page. I'm going to set this to horizontal, okay, like that. And the next thing we want to check is what do we have here for uh, the interpolator. We want it on Fusion, and the sharpen part, we want it on the default, as a rule. Now there's times when you're using matte paper and it needs a little help. So you would take this button and you'd probably put it on a 10 or a 14. And that sharpens the print just a little bit. These numbers are very close, hardly discernible between an 8 and a 9 and a 10. So don't be afraid to jump numbers, okay? But I use the default setting because luster paper is a very, very nice paper to begin with. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is put our correct printer profile into this box, okay? And we have to wait for uh, the computer to come up. There we go, okay, like that. And we're going to look for our Epson profile that matches the, I don't even know where it is, that matches the paper and everything that we're using, okay? Okay, we're getting down there now. Let's go and find the sucker. Okay, there it is. We found it finally. Okay, that's my premium luster. Okay, and it's a good one. So I'm going to say open and okay. And now that you want to restore all printer set, nah, leave it alone. Okay, so there's my printer profile sitting in the box where it belongs, and I'm pretty close to set. The only thing is, if you want to do a paper color, that's fine. You can do that and make your page a certain color. That might be for posters and flyers and stuff like that. But I'm going to leave mine plain for the moment. And let's see, I've got my 720 by 720. That's my input resolution, and I'm all set here as far as I can tell. Okay, I'm ready to save this mess. Okay, so I'm going here to save, or I could go File, Save, either one you want. And now I have to give this a name. Okay, so I'm going to call this Epson 2000. Okay, and I'm going to call it Luster, H for horizontal. Okay, because I have a V for vertical already. So Epson Luster, H for horizontal, and I might even add 8 by 10. So I know what size it is. Of course, I've got A3 size, and I've got all the rest. As you can see, I'm not shy about making these things. They all help. See, I've got Ultra Matte A3, Ultra Matte 8 by 10, Luster Vertical 8 by 10, Luster A3, Luster A3 Horizontal, and so on. Well, that's the kind of thing we're going to be saving now. There's 13 by 19 Luster, okay? So you don't have to make one and then go fiddle around and try to change the size later. Okay, there we are. That's saved. Now what I'm going to do is mess it up. Okay, I'm going in here and I'm going to change the printer to something like a Canon Pro, and the properties are going to be all kinds of different paper, and well, that's good enough right there. That's messed up. Okay, Canon Pro, and this and that and the other thing. And I just go into here to recall. Okay, and I look for the thing I just made, which is the Epson 2000. Where are you? Luster, horizontal. There she is, right there. Okay, say open, and everything's restored. Okay, there's our printer. There's our properties, says luster. Color is off. Quality options, let's verify that. It's way over here at the highest, at the 5. And we're pretty much set. So you see what I'm saying? One click. Let's do it again. And this time I'm going to see if I can do it with a Canon printer, which is just, I mean, they put the things in a different place, but for all intents and purposes, it's the same deal, right? Properties, prints, okay. Let's pick some kind of a luster paper. There we go, luster. Okay, quality, high. I'm not that familiar with Canon drivers, but they're all pretty much alike, you know. Let's go in here and say letter, 8.5 by 11. Okay, and let's see, let's go to the main. What's in here? Oh, look at this. Okay, print quality, custom, set. Aha, pretty much the same as the Epson, right? We're going to put it on fine. See, fine and fast. Say okay. And now we go to color. We go manual, set, aha. Okay, we do matching. And we say none. We don't want you messing around with it because we use a profile. Okay, we close that, we close that, and we close that. Okay, we're all set except for this profile here, in which case we'd have to find the right one for that Canon printer. I don't think I have one for that, but I might. I'm not sure. It's 100. I might have some. That's a 6100. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so we'll say cancel on that, cancel on that. And you can see how easy this is. If I want, I can go over here and say File, Save, see the save, get the same box, give this a name, Canon 100 or whatever it was, and you'd save all those settings just like we did with the R2000. Okay? Okay, last but not least, we're going to go back to recall. And we're going to go back to our Epson 2000 luster horizontal with the H, the one we made. Say open, and there we're all back to normal again. And I just want to show you items 11, 12, 13, and 14 that I mentioned in the post, just so you know what I'm talking about. That's about all. They're really not things you're going to mess with all the time. But here's your choice of interpolator. Here's your anti-aliasing where you like to keep this. I use RAW for the format, okay, because I'm not in any hurry. You can use RAW, EMF, whatever you like, but this way I don't get any questionable size problem. Maximum, so on and so forth. Um, just leave everything here alone. That's your Smart Sharpen. That's the item on the bottom of the box over here for job properties, okay, where you can set for higher or lower, depending on the kind of paper you're using. Well, that about covers it all. I hope you reply to this post so that if you have any questions, we can try and answer it for you. But once you do one or two of these things, it's really pretty straightforward. Let me just kind of open another one just to show you how the thing works. Let me find a different kind of paper. Here's Ultra Matte, okay? Here's Ultra Matte A3 size paper. And there we are, Ultra Matte, okay? Got the right profile, see Ultra Matte over here. Let's open the driver and we say properties. What kind of paper do we have? Ultra Premium Presentation Matte. Here's my color settings, they're all set. Paper size, sheet, everything's all set with that one click. That's the point. Okay, you guys? Okay, hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.